So I can imagine back in the Stone Age, the easiest way to send a tweet is to squeeze a bird. Hey toy fans, so I'm actually here with another vintage Mattel review. I picked up a whole bunch of these back in the summer, and I'm still kind of going through them. I have a few more to review, and I decided out of the lot of them, I really wanted to do this one because I've got another one coming up that's vehicle that I'd like to pair him with. But today we're going to be talking about the Flintstones. This is Big Shot Fred. So this is Fred Flintstone, played by John Goodman, when he becomes a big shot executive and, has a cellular phone that's like a bird and goes golfing a lot and drives a fancy car. So, when I saw this one, I couldn't pass it up, and I know that I wanted to pair this with a vehicle that I picked up. So once I get this one, I can review the other as well. We can kind of look at it all together. So, Big Shot Fred, let's get into it. Now this is our Big Shot Fred on card, and much like we talked about with Barney and the Bolorama Fred, I love the art deck on these. The whole Flintstones logo there, the kind of rock motif, and including the rock motif that we get inside the bubble itself. I think it's just really cool and firing on all levels. So this is a Mattel product made back in the day for the Flintstones movie, and it does have the likeness of John Goodman there, which I thought was pretty cool. This, of course, is Big Shot Fred, and he's a hard-driving dude with a business attitude. So I like the blurps about these. I think they're a lot of fun. Go on to the back, we get a small bio of Big Shot Fred. His accessories are a Woolstone golf bag and club, cellular phone, and his favorite food is Bronto steaks. His weight is 45 stones, and his job, he's junior vice president of Slate & Co. So they've got a nice yabba dabba doo and a whole lineup of other things in the line, including the Sabertooth 5000, the Flintmobile, Big Shot Fred, Warm Run Pebbles, Lickin' Dino, Villain Station Barney, Hard Hat Fred, Evil Cliff Vander Cave, Lawn Mowing Barney, which we've done a review of, and Betty and Bam Bam. Down here we have the Dino Drill Barney. These are deluxe figures. Bolorama Fred, which we've done a review, Big Bite Fred, and the Crash Test Barney. And of course we got the giant size Yabba Dabba Doo Fred, again brought to us by Mattel. Now that's the package, and the package isn't going to tell us anything else about this, so we really need to get it out and find out if this figure has all it takes to get our business. And then of course this is our Big Shot Fred out of his package. Now I'll go ahead and say off the bat, he already breaks one of my friend Jeff's biggest rules. He does have more than he can carry. However, there is an exception here. Much like Barney, whereas Barney had the crab lawnmower that could stand on its own, Fred has a golf bag that will stand on its own as well. So for display purposes, you can display him out, have the golf bag standing next to him, and he doesn't have to carry it. He can hold the golf bag in his hands and acting like he kind of drags it, but it looks better off on its side. Fred does come with 5 points of articulation. He's got his head. He does have that squishy head, arms, and the clothing here does hinder his arm articulation quite a bit. He can't go any further back. They can't go any further up than that. And then of course his feet are on rockers here. And he does pretty well for squatting that way, but not so much this way. Now with his accessories, he does have that bird cellular phone, which I thought was super funny. One thing that I don't care much about is if it's in this hand, the bird's to the outside. If it's in this hand, the bird's to the inside. But if you want to display it where you can see the bird, you're going to have to turn Fred, because otherwise all you see is the back of that. He does come with this golf club, and the golf club's pretty nice. It's pretty basic. It almost could double as an axe in a way. But of course, settles more for a golf club. And then he does come with this golf bag as well. So he's got his caddy bag here, and of course it says Willstone on the outside instead of Flintstones. It's been a while since I watched the movie, so I don't remember the joke in that one. And that's your Big Shot Fred. I love the print on him. I think that the animal print is really nice. A lot of the colorings of him. And he looks really good. He looks a lot like, of course, John Goodman as Fred Flintstone. Let's compare him to others in the line. This is him next to his best friend, Lawnmower Barney. And of course, remember I was talking about with the accessory that could stand on its own. Much like the bag, this one will stand on its own. And then of course the last one we reviewed, the Bolorama Fred. Kind of reuses the same head sculpt as before. So you can see they're virtually the same. And yes, the hat does fit on him as well. Now that's our big shot Fred Flintstone. There's really not much else to him. And the cool thing with these is that they were fairly simple for back in the day. And I think Mattel did a really good job trying to capture the essence of the Flintstones for the kids, because these really are kids' toys from top to bottom. Alright, that's Bolorama Fred. Things that I really like about him. I really like him on cards, so even if you're not one that you really want to open your figures, he is a good looking figurine on cards. So he's definitely worth, if you want to get a Flintstone action figure and you're like, oh, I just need one, that's a good one to have. I love the look of this particular figure. I think he looks great. The likeness of John Goodman, what Mattel did with these was great for back in the day. I did find an alternative for the bird. If you put the bird in his left hand, you can actually face it with the bird out, so you can see the nice colorization of the bird there. So that is a good display alternative for him. And I'm really excited about having this, because as I get closer to wanting to review that LeSabre-Tooth 5000, Big Shot Fred's the one that's got to go in there. So I want to keep that in mind, and also let you know that there is another Flintstones video coming up soon, so if you're enjoying these, I've got a few more. Now with Fred, I'm going to go ahead and say right here, I got him actually on eBay for $9.19. That was after shipping and everything, so it's like $2 and then $5 shipping or so. So I got him for $9.19. I have seen him on market up to $20 because he's no longer in stock. I mean, this is from 1998, I believe, so it's been a while. So with that being from way back in the 90s, $20 normally what you're going to find at $9.19. I'm going to give it $1 sign because I think I got a pretty good deal on it. And for the most part, you can find these for about $15, which would be in your $2 sign range. So eBay, $9.19, $1 sign. I got a really good deal on him. He's well worth it. As far as stars on him, so he does break Jeff's rule a little bit in that he has more than he can carry. There was the issue with the way he was holding the bird. Even the hindering of the shoulders not being able to put the arms all the way up and back, that kind of bothered me a little bit. And then not having the hole in the golf club holder like that, those were easy fixes. But even with those quibbles, those details that we would have really wanted to have them do back in the day, I'm going to say that it still ranks fairly high. I'm only going to go down 1 star. So I'm going to say 4 out of 5 stars. This is definitely well worth it. And a few things to keep in mind for the little ones, if you happen to get this for them. All the parts pass the choking hazard. So it's really nice that the 2 small parts are too big for this, which tells us it was meant for the kid. So remember, they're not dolls, they're Stone Age action figures. I mean, that's gotta be some really old plastic then. This episode of Tay Ray Gun was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below to let YouTube know that you like what I'm making. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you get updates to future content.